How much does Andrei Jikh earn in a single day? Andrei is one of the cardistry art form's youngest creators and performers. This is his story that shows he made millions as a video content creator. This will be revealing. The records of Forbes, Esquire, and People magazine show his transition from doing card tricks to earning thousands of dollars every single day. Stick with us until the end, where we will reveal exactly how much he makes in one day. He could make money disappear with a card trick, but in real life, he couldn't make it stay. Until one decision changed everything. Born on January 4th, 1989, in Las Vegas, Nevada, he grew up surrounded by a unique mix of art, struggle, and discipline. His parents were Russian circus performers who had immigrated to the United States in search of better opportunities. That meant his early life wasn't exactly filled with luxury. It was filled with hard work, creativity, and the hustle of immigrant life. From a young age, he was fascinated by magic, not the fantasy kind, but sleight of hand, card tricks, and illusions. He spent countless hours practicing his craft, turning an ordinary deck of cards into something extraordinary. This passion for magic would eventually define the first chapter of his career. Before YouTube fame or finance, he worked behind the scenes in the entertainment world. He became a cardistry expert, blending the art of magic with mesmerizing card flourishes. His talent caught attention quickly. He began working on major projects, even consulting for television and film. He collaborated with the Netflix series Now You See Me Too, and his work appeared in Zach King's viral videos and The Ellen Show. But while the world saw an artist mastering illusion, he was quietly facing a different kind of challenge: financial insecurity. Like many young creatives, he was earning just enough to get by, with little understanding of how to manage money. He soon realized that no matter how successful he became in his craft, he needed to learn the real magic of wealth, financial literacy. That realization marked a turning point. In 2019, he decided to combine his love for storytelling and visual creativity with his newfound obsession for investing. He launched his YouTube channel, a place where he could make finance engaging, entertaining, and easy to understand. His first videos weren't fancy, just simple breakdowns of topics like credit cards, dividend stocks, and compound interest. But they were honest, personal, and refreshingly clear. His signature style quickly stood out. Each video blended cinematic visuals, card tricks, and minimalist storytelling. Instead of intimidating charts and jargon, he explained complex topics like stock investing and crypto through relatable analogies and calm, reassuring narration. His transparency, sharing his real numbers, portfolio updates, and even his mistakes, made viewers trust him instantly. Within just a year, his channel exploded in popularity. His audience grew to millions of subscribers who saw him as more than a finance YouTuber. He was the magician who made money management look effortless. But behind the camera, he was also evolving as an investor. He built a diverse portfolio of dividend stocks, index funds, real estate, and later, cryptocurrency. Andrei's financial journey mirrors his creative one: patient, disciplined, and deeply thoughtful. He often emphasizes long-term investing, financial independence, and the beauty of slow wealth. His philosophy isn't about getting rich overnight, it's about mastering habits that create freedom over time. Beyond YouTube, he has invested in several startups, explored NFT and crypto projects during their boom, and continued to refine his craft as both a creator and entrepreneur. Today, his brand stands at the intersection of money, mindfulness, and minimalism. What makes his story inspiring is not just the success, it's the transformation. From a magician who once lived gig to gig, to a multi-millionaire teaching millions how to invest, Andrei turned financial literacy into an art form. He often says that he doesn't teach finance. He tells stories about it, and in doing so, he's helped a new generation see that managing money doesn't have to be boring. It can be beautiful. Stick around, we're just getting started. Stay with us and learn how much he earns every single day. When you first click on his YouTube channel, you're not just watching another finance creator. You're stepping into a world where money meets magic. Because he comes from a background in magic and cardistry, he brings that same sense of wonder into finance. He believes that learning about money doesn't have to be boring. It can be creative, elegant, and deeply personal. Visually, the channel is a masterclass in design. Every scene feels cinematic. Clean desks, soft lighting, ambient tones. A perfect reflection of his minimalist philosophy. The use of card flourishes and smooth hand movements adds a meditative rhythm, creating a unique viewing experience that feels more like art than instruction. His videos cover everything from stock market investing, crypto, and dividend income to topics like credit cards, side hustles, and personal finance psychology. But it's not just what he talks about, it's how he talks about it. Each video is structured like a short film with smooth transitions, calming background music, and card tricks woven into the storytelling. Over time, his channel evolved into one of the most influential finance channels on YouTube, amassing millions of subscribers and hundreds of millions of views. One of his most popular series is his dividend investing updates, where he transparently shares his own investment portfolio, including how much passive income he earns each month. These videos have inspired countless viewers to start investing for long-term wealth rather than chasing short-term gains. Beyond investing, his channel also dives into mindset, minimalism, and emotional intelligence around money. He explores the psychology of spending, how to break free from debt, and how to build wealth with patience and purpose. He often talks about the importance of financial independence, not as a number, but as a feeling. The freedom to create, to rest, and to live life on your own terms. Today, Andrei's channel has grown far beyond YouTube. It's a full-fledged brand, complete with sponsorships, affiliate programs, and educational partnerships. Yet, he continues to stay true to his roots, a creator who values transparency, creativity, and genuine connection with his audience. Make sure to watch all the way through and be surprised to learn how much he makes in one day. For Andrei, affiliate marketing and sponsorships are far more than ad revenues or brand deals. They are an integral part of his business strategy, crafted with precision and trust. From the beginning, he built his channel on authenticity. He didn't just want to talk about finance. He wanted to help his audience make smarter financial decisions. So instead of random promotions, every product or service he endorses has one thing in common. He personally uses it, or he truly believes in it. Let's start with affiliate marketing. This is one of the most consistent income streams for him. In every video, his description box is like a quiet gold mine, filled with links to investing platforms, finance apps, and tech tools. When viewers sign up or make a purchase through these links, he earns a small commission. But here's where he stands out. He doesn't flood his audience with offers. Each affiliate partner is carefully chosen to align with his brand. Minimal, trustworthy, and financially useful. You'll often see links to brokerages like Robinhood, Webull, Public, and M1 Finance, where new users can receive free stocks. These promotions fit perfectly with his audience of beginner and intermediate investors. He has also partnered with credit card companies, investment platforms, and crypto apps, offering incentives that make sense for his viewers. Not gimmicks, but tools that genuinely help people grow their money. Over time, these affiliate partnerships have generated hundreds of thousands of dollars in passive income, making them one of the strongest pillars of his financial ecosystem. Then come the sponsorships, the bigger, more curated collaborations that appear within his videos. These are the moments where he briefly pauses his storytelling to introduce a brand he believes in. But unlike traditional YouTubers, he integrates sponsors seamlessly. His sponsorship segments feel natural, cinematic, and aligned with the topic of the video. For example, if he's discussing investing, he might feature a brokerage app or a finance platform. If he's talking about productivity or business, it might be a tech tool like Notion, Skillshare, or NordVPN. Each mention feels organic because it ties back to the overall message of the video. His sponsorship model is built on trust and transparency. He frequently reminds viewers that sponsorships help support the channel, allowing him to continue producing high-quality, ad-free educational content. This honesty strengthens his credibility and keeps his audience engaged rather than annoyed. Behind the scenes, these sponsorships are highly valuable. With millions of monthly views, his brand commands top-tier rates from companies that want access to his loyal, financially savvy audience. Some reports estimate that top-tier sponsorships on his channel can earn anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000 per deal, depending on the brand and campaign size. But he isn't just chasing numbers, he's protecting his brand. He has turned down sponsorships that don't fit his values or could mislead his viewers. That discipline is part of what makes his channel so trusted. Combined, his affiliate marketing and sponsorship revenue have transformed his YouTube channel into a seven-figure business. They allow him to remain financially independent, reinvest in production quality, and maintain the cinematic storytelling experience that defines his brand. At its core, Andrei's approach to monetization is simple. Create value first, and the money will follow. He earns not because he promotes, but because he educates, inspires, and helps people take real action toward financial freedom. What we reveal at the end might just surprise you. It's about how much money he makes every single day. His investment portfolio reflects his core philosophy. Focus on long-term growth, cash flow, and financial independence. At the foundation of his wealth is the stock market, a carefully crafted blend of dividend-paying stocks, index funds, and ETFs. He's a big believer in dividend investing, a strategy that lets your money work for you by generating steady, passive income. Every month, he shares his dividend portfolio, updates with his audience, showing exactly how much he earns in passive income from companies that pay shareholders simply for holding their stock. Over the years, he's built a portfolio worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, earning thousands in dividends every single month. You'll find familiar names in his portfolio, companies like Apple, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, and Johnson & Johnson. Strong, stable businesses that have consistently rewarded investors for decades. He also invests in broad market ETFs like Vanguard's VTI or S&P 500 index funds, ensuring diversification and steady growth without the stress of timing the market. He doesn't chase hype or meme stocks. Instead, he focuses on the power of compounding, reinvesting every dividend back into his portfolio to accelerate long-term returns. It's a patient strategy, but one that steadily builds real wealth over time. Now let's talk about crypto, one of the more dynamic parts of his portfolio. He entered the crypto space early, during the boom years of Bitcoin and Ethereum. But unlike many traders, he approaches it with caution. He allocates only a small percentage of his net worth to crypto, viewing it as a high-risk, high-reward asset class. He's shared that he holds primarily Bitcoin and Ethereum, focusing on their long-term potential rather than speculative tokens. He's also explored DeFi, staking, and even NFTs during their rise, but always with one principle in mind: never invest more than you can afford to lose. Beyond the stock market and crypto, he has quietly expanded into real estate, an area that perfectly complements his investing philosophy. His first major real estate purchase was his Las Vegas home, which he bought not just as a residence, but as an appreciating asset. Later, he began exploring rental properties and real estate partnerships, diversifying his income streams beyond digital assets. Real estate gives him something that stocks and crypto can't: stability and tangible value. It's another layer of protection in his portfolio, balancing the volatility of the markets with the long-term appreciation of property. He often talks about how real estate isn't just an investment, it's a lifestyle decision. Owning property gives him creative space, peace of mind, and leverage to build future wealth. He's also shared his interest in eventually expanding his real estate portfolio further, potentially into short-term rentals or investment partnerships. Altogether, his portfolio spans across stocks, ETFs, crypto, and real estate, with each piece serving a purpose: growth, income, and stability. And through his YouTube channel, he continues to share every lesson he learns, proving that wealth isn't built in a rush. It's built with clarity, discipline, and time. Don't miss the finale. How much he's making in one day is going to blow your mind. Beyond his YouTube success, Andrei has built a thriving ecosystem of courses and partnerships that expand his influence far beyond a single channel. Let's start with his online courses, one of the cornerstones of his business model. True to his style, he didn't want to create another generic finance course. He wanted something cinematic, hands-on, and genuinely valuable. So, he designed courses that reflect his personal journey, teaching what he's learned about investing, personal finance, and creative storytelling. One of his most recognized programs is his Investing in Financial Independence course, which walks students through the exact systems he uses to manage and grow his portfolio. He breaks down topics like dividend investing, long-term wealth building, and money psychology, all delivered with the calm, minimalist tone that defines his brand. He also offers insights into the creator economy, showing how to turn YouTube into a business. In his content and course material, he shares how he monetizes videos through affiliates, sponsors, and audience trust, teaching creators how to build sustainable income instead of chasing viral fame. But he doesn't stand alone in this world. He's part of a powerful network of finance creators, a modern-day mastermind of money educators who share the same mission: to make financial literacy engaging for the digital age. He's frequently collaborated with other leading names in the finance space: Graham Stephan, Meet Kevin, Nate O'Brien, and Minority Mindset, who is also known as Jaspreet Singh, forming what fans have jokingly called the financial Avengers of YouTube. Together, they've built a collective audience of tens of millions, creating one of the most influential communities in online finance. In 2021, he joined forces with Graham Stephan and Meet Kevin to co-found the Minority Mindset Group's The Iced Coffee Hour collaborations, and later partnered in several joint educational ventures and content crossovers. Their synergy was undeniable. Each brought a unique style: Graham's analytical depth, Kevin's energy, and Andrei's cinematic storytelling. They've also been part of The Creator Company, a collaboration designed to help finance creators professionalize their operations, share resources, and expand into courses, podcasts, and digital products. These partnerships have allowed Andrei to scale his business far beyond YouTube ads, transforming his brand into a diversified media enterprise. One of his biggest partnerships came with Creator Now and Maven, platforms that connect creators with online learning audiences. There, he helped design workshops and lessons that blend creativity with investing, teaching how to make finance not only profitable, but visually and emotionally engaging. Each of these projects adds another income stream to his portfolio, but more importantly, they extend his reach. Through collaborations and education, he's not just earning, he's building an ecosystem of knowledge that helps millions learn how to invest, create, and grow wealth in the modern world. Today, Andrei's brand stands at the intersection of money, media, and mentorship. Through his courses, partnerships, and community building efforts, he's not just teaching people how to invest, he's teaching them how to think, create, and live with purpose. The ending? It's where it really gets good. This is where you will be privy to how much he is earning in one single day. From YouTube videos to dividends, sponsorships, and business ventures, his income streams flow from multiple directions, quietly compounding every hour. Let's break it all down. Let's start with his YouTube channel, the foundation of his public career. With over 2 million subscribers and millions of monthly views, his YouTube ad revenue alone can earn him an estimated $1,000 to $3,000 per day, depending on views, video length, and CPM rates. Because finance content has one of the highest paying ad categories on YouTube, his CPM, or cost per thousand views, is significantly higher than most creators. That's just the beginning. Below every video sits a small but powerful section, his affiliate links. These links connect viewers to investing apps, brokerages, or financial tools like Webull, Robinhood, or M1 Finance. When someone signs up using those links, he earns a commission or bonus. On a typical day, these affiliate partnerships can bring in $500 to $1,500, depending on traffic and signups. Next come the sponsorships, carefully chosen brand deals that align with his image and audience. Unlike many YouTubers who fill every video with ads, he handpicks his partners, ensuring authenticity and trust. A single sponsored integration can earn him anywhere from $10,000 to $40,000. But since he doesn't post daily, that income averages out to roughly $1,000 to $2,000 per day over time. Now here's where things get even more interesting. His investments. He is a seasoned investor with a portfolio spread across dividend stocks, ETFs, crypto, and real estate. From his dividend portfolio alone, he earns consistent passive income, averaging about $4,000 to $6,000 per month. That translates to around $150 to $200 every single day, just from holding quality companies like Apple, Coca-Cola, and Johnson & Johnson. Then there's his crypto portfolio, where he holds Bitcoin and Ethereum. Although more volatile, these assets can generate value growth and staking income, depending on market performance. Some days, that's zero. Other days, it's thousands in unrealized gains. He also owns real estate in Las Vegas, which serves both as his home and an appreciating investment. With property appreciation and potential rental income, his real estate portfolio contributes an estimated $100 to $200 per day in overall value growth. But beyond content and investments, Andrei is also a business owner. Through his company, Jikh Media, he oversees brand collaborations, digital products, and online courses that teach personal finance and investing. His educational programs generate consistent revenue, roughly $500 to $1,000 a day, from students eager to learn the art of financial independence. When you put all of these together, YouTube ads, affiliate marketing, sponsorships, dividends, crypto, real estate, and course sales, Andrei's daily income ranges between $3,000 and $8,000 per day, sometimes more when major partnerships or market gains come in. Andrei has built a $2 million empire through YouTube, smart investing, and multiple income streams. If you'd like to start building your own path to financial freedom, check out the useful links I've included in the description below.